When Jay's house got firebombed, like Jay, my best friend in Phoenix was our PIO, just a good guy. Used to talk to him every day. Um, so I'd come in, we'd grab coffee every morning just to catch up on what's going on. What do I need to know? What do you need to know? And for about a week, I don't see Tommy. His name was Tommy Mangan. So what happens is I figured maybe he's sick. So I call him up. I hey, Tommy, what's going on? He goes, yeah, I'm down in Tucson. He goes, Jay's house got firebombed. Now I come from a place in New York where if an agent's house gets firebombed, you send everybody down there to send a message to people that hey, this is not going to be tolerated. You're not going to be doing anything illegal, but you just want to show a force. People knocking on doors, people asking questions. So I'm like, oh shit! All right. So I run upstairs and I ask the SAC, Bill Newell. I say, hey Bill, I heard Jay Dobyns' house was firebombed. Do I need to send my team down here? Do I need to go down there? And his response to me was, no, 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 Pete. It's just minor scorching. Watching Fox News, and Jay's explaining how the Phoenix Field Division's leadership sucked, and he wasn't wrong. And they show pictures of Jay's house, and it's burned to the ground. And I'm like, I was told it's minor scorching. Holy shit! So then I find out from Jay that basically he was out of town, and that he was told by the group supervisor down there, this guy named Chuck, that they believed he was the main suspect in the arson. So then I start talking to agents that are working the case, and they're like, yeah, we weren't even allowed to enter our reports into the system. We were told to send them in Word documents. And the ASAC, George Gillette, would then input them into the case system. And he closed it. He restricted access as a grand jury investigation, because grand jury investigations are secret, when in fact there was no grand jury in panel. So basically, they were burying this case so that no one else could see it. They were cutting and pasting other people's work into their reports, and they were trying to frame Jay for this arson of his own house. And it was all because Jay, after the whole Hell's Angels case fell apart, they decided to pull out Jay's backstopping, which is what covers his ID. So now people would be able to easily find out who he is, and there were death threats against him.
So is that the reason that they were trying to flip it and say Jay did it, because they pulled out the backstop information so now people know, and they didn't want to be liable for doing that? Is that the whole reason that they were trying to now say that he burned his own house down?
They disliked Jay immensely because Jay, when they pulled his backstopping, he raised hell about it, saying, "Hey man, you're exposing
Rightfully
this.
so.
Maybe let's put it on Jay," which is appalling.
It's just crazy to me because you look at like you guys and the amount of good that you did for the community, the amount of good you did for the agency, like just to then have them turn their back on you, it's mind blowing to me.